Hey everyone, it's Riley, and today we're gonna set up May in my bullet journal. So if you guys have watched any of my other Plan With Me videos, you know that I often like to just try to combine different elements to make themes that suit me. And this month, that's exactly what I did. I actually started off just by coming up with a color palette, and I really struggled to find a theme that fit that color palette, but I knew that I wanted to use those colors. So eventually I just sort of merged a few different things and came up with this sort of juice carton, bumblebee, floral theme that I hope that you really like. So if you're wanting to plan with me, all you'll need is your bullet journal, some colored markers, and then some kind of black pen, either gel pen, fine liner, whatever, and a white gel pen. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately about my markers, the shuttle art markers, and also about my white gel pen because it is the best. And I will have both of those linked in the description, as well as Archer and Olive's website. So I'll be planning in my Archer and Olive journal, and I just recently became an affiliate with them. So if you're looking for a discount on their products, please do use my affiliate link that's in the description. One more thing to mention before we actually start planning is that I am working on a very special giveaway for one of you guys, and it's the same thing that I've mentioned in all of my other Plan With Me videos. So for those of you who don't know, I make custom bullet journals that I sell over on Etsy, and what I'm doing for this giveaway is I'm actually making a journal for the year of 2022 full of all the themes that I am using for the year of 2021. So if you've watched my other Plan With Me's, you've got my January ski lift theme will be January 2022 in that journal. My February dinosaurs theme will be February 2022 in that journal, and so on for the entire year. So it's sort of a slow process giveaway because I won't be giving it away until December, I think, but I will be showing you how May turned out in that journal. And if you want to have the possibility of winning that journal, please remember to stay tuned for all of my Plan With Me's this year. So grab your stationery and let's plan for May. So as you can see, this is my Archer and Olive journal, and I absolutely love it. As I mentioned earlier, I will have a discount code in the description if you're interested in getting one for yourself. I just cannot recommend their journals enough. The paper quality is amazing, the journal quality is just the greatest, and I've actually already ordered my second one for the year, so I'm gonna have to start a new one in like July. So I've ordered that one already, and I cannot wait to receive it. So we're starting with the cover page here, and as you can see, I'm drawing a little like juice carton sort of thing, and I decided to go in with fine liner first, even though I never really do that. I usually go in with marker first and then just kind of add the lines after the fact, but I decided to try something a bit different for this one. So I started off with just a plain old rectangle and then drew a bunch of angled lines to make it look a little bit three-dimensional here. And I'm adding a really light peach as kind of the color of the juice, I guess, or whatever's in there. But the main sort of attraction is the flowers and the bees that I'm about to add real soon. So like I said, it's kind of a random combination, but it's a color palette that I've really been wanting to try, and I thought that it would work well with a theme like this. So these little bees are one of my favorite doodles to add to bullet journal spreads these days because they're incredibly easy, literally a yellow blob with some wings and 2 stripes, sometimes 3. And then I love like the little trail that they leave, which I'm gonna add at the end, but I feel like it just fills a page really well without making it look super crowded. So next you can see I'm writing out the title for this month, which is May, and I just used kind of a bouncy printed font with the 3 colors that are kind of featured in this spread. And I did darken up the top of each letter just by using the exact same color, and then I used my white gel pen to add a bit of shine and my gray marker to add a bit of a drop shadow. So I'm going to be using that same font as kind of the main title font for the whole setup, and as you can see I pulled it out again here for my memories page, which is a page that I've been using all year, and honestly in April I have hardly filled it out yet. I feel like I make a lot less like traditional memories during pandemics than I would in other years, but I am trying to find things that are still like little highlights that I can add to my memories page anyway. So even though this isn't like the most adventurous year for me, I still think it's a valuable thing just as a tool to like reflect on the good things that are happening. So again, I'm just adding some little bees to the bottom, and then I'm going to go in and I'm using one of my bigger fine liners to make these little trails that the bees leave. And like I said, they're just kind of nice for like filling some odd space without making the page look too crowded. So the final step for this page is I'm just taking this warm gray marker and making a really thin border on both of the pages. And you'll notice I'm using a combination of markers. Most of them are Shuttle Art dual tip brush markers, which can be found in the description. And the Tombow ones that you will see, I actually got from Stationery Pal, and I am an affiliate with them as well, so I will have a discount link for Stationery Pal in the description below. So now that I finished up with my title page and my memories page, I'm making the monthly calendar for the month of May, and May is a bit of an odd month to set up just because it requires it's 6 weeks tall, if that makes sense, because it starts on a Saturday, so that kind of throws things off in terms of having like a normal 5-week calendar. But I decided to make it work, and as you can see, I forgot to round that top corner, but I just took my white gel pen and covered it up and you can't even tell. So that's just a little pro tip for those of you guys who are sometimes unsure of what to do if you make a mistake in your bullet journal. For me, the first question I ask is this small enough that I could cover it with white gel pen? And oftentimes the answer is yes, because I sort of catch my mistake before it gets too big. So in the margin here, I like to sort of track a couple of things. The first one is my YouTube content. So as you may have noticed, I like to post every Tuesday and Friday. So I do this on every single monthly calendar. I'm writing down all of the Tuesdays and Fridays in May, and that way once I have the video planned, I can just write it in there and make sure that I have all my videos prepared for the right posting date. So below that, I also like to have a little goals section, and I'm not really sure if goals is the right word, but it's kind of what I've stuck with because I kind of just write down like the big task or the big thing that I want to focus on for the month, and then for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, all the way through the month. So that's what that section is, and some months I don't use it as much as I do other months, but I don't know, for me, I feel like I always have a bunch of little projects on the go. Like I recently got an iPad with Procreate, which is super exciting. So now, like on top of doing my custom journals and stuff, I've been trying to add some digital products to my Etsy shop and some stickers and stuff like that. So I'll try to break those down into more like manageable pieces as kind of my weekly goals or just big projects that I want to prioritize each week. And to decorate, I'm just using some of these little bees and a random little house plant that I thought would look cute with this color combination. Moving on to the final spread of this setup, as you can tell, I don't use very many monthly spreads. I actually have recently decided to set up my weeklies over on Instagram in Reels instead of adding them to my YouTube videos. So if you'd like to see those little reels of how I set up my rolling weeklies every week, you can find those over on Instagram. So this page here is my tasks page. And I'm changing this one up a little bit. I've been keeping it exactly the same for all of 2021 so far, but I did decide to switch things up a little bit. So as you can see, I'm making my heading with that same font, and I'm filling each of these boxes with lines in the key colors for this theme. So I just kind of alternate lines, and I'm gonna write on top of these, like write the tasks on top of these lines that I'm drawing right now. So again, I'm adding some detailing to the letters using a white gel pen and a light gray marker, and if you're just getting into hand lettering and you're sort of experimenting with different things, I would highly recommend investing in both of those things, a white gel pen and a light gray marker. So now I'm labeling my little tasks list. So I've got one for my house tasks, which I used to break down into a few different categories. One for other tasks, YouTube things that I need to film, and then social. And I talked about this in a previous month, but my list of social things isn't really a task list. It's just people that I want to be intentional about texting or reaching out to at some point this month. Since, you know, I can't really see very many people in person, and I was a bit of a hermit during most of the pandemic in 2020, so I'm trying to be more intentional about branching out and communicating with people that I care about every month. So that's my tasks page, and right beside it, again, I'm keeping this same monthly check-in because it just works so well for me as a place to reflect and sort of dump some thoughts down in a way that just works for me. So at the top, I'm writing my title, which is "This month I'm ... and this kind of spread is totally customizable. I mean, just like the task list, if you have different types of tasks, you can customize that. But with this one, I like to change up the prompts sometimes. So my current favorites are "This month I'm learning," "This month I'm enjoying," and "This month I'm thankful for." But you can certainly change those things up to talk about things that you're feeling or the ways that you're growing or something like that. So I'm making 3 little juice cartons for kind of the 3 headings that I'm going to be putting on this page. And I'll be honest, this is not my favorite part of this setup, but it's all right. I figured I had to incorporate those little juice boxes at least once after the title page. And I actually don't plan out these pages before I film them. I do plan out the title page, I always do. But other than that, I don't really plan out like what doodles I'm going to put where on these pages. I just kind of play it by ear while I'm filming. So this was a spur of the moment decision, and it's not one of my favorites. So there you go, I've got my prompts, and I just fill those out whenever I feel like it during the month. I don't like return to them every day or on specific days. It's just kind of when something comes to mind that I'm thankful for, or something comes to mind that I've learned and I don't want to forget, that's when I'll flip back to this spread and just kind of use it casually whenever I feel like I want to. So that's all for my setup. Let's flip through those few pages that we made. So I've got my title spread and my memories page. Following that, I have my May calendar with my YouTube posting tracker and my goals for the month. And after that, I have my task list and my monthly check-in. So that's all for my journal setup, but as promised at the beginning of the video, I want to show you guys how May turned out in the giveaway journal that I'm making for one of you. So here's the journal. I absolutely love the color. I got it from Michael's. It's an Artist Loft journal, great quality. And inside, as I mentioned, I've been filling it out every single month, but for 2022. So here is May 2022 in that journal. You can see it's got the exact same theme. I always switch things up a little bit, but keep the theme exactly the same. And these weeklies so far are my favorite weeklies in this whole giveaway bullet journal. I just love how this color palette looks with this 4-corner weekly style. So let me know in the comments if you like this theme and if you're excited about this giveaway. Thank you all so much for joining me to set up May in my bullet journal. I hope that you like the theme and also that you're excited about the giveaway, because I know I really am. So have a great day everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.